going on, guys? And welcome to episode 23 of Pocket Talk. Dancing John. So the name of this episode is going to be called Dancing John.
Dancing John, sweet. Sounds great.
Fucking A. John, you go. Go
Alright.
now.
So the first line of news is No Man's Sky is being investigated in the UK for basically false advertising.
Oh, well, that should be a normal occurrence, shouldn't it?
So I found this...
You lied.
I find it pretty great because everyone's complaining when the game came out that loads of features they said were there aren't there, which is the definition of false advertising. If I buy a product and on the back of the box or when, you know, the commercials are there and they're saying it can do so many things, and it does none of those things, that's false advertising.
Just a smidge.
Games should not have any sort of protection against this, right? So I think this is fantastic. Hopefully they lose, hopefully the Hello Games and Sony lose the suit. And they have to pay something back to people.
Just to say you can't do this fucking shit to people, right?
Right. So I'm wondering, and it's an interesting debate to have, and whose fault this really is. Is it Sony? Because Sony, I believe, did a lot of the marketing for the game, or is it Hello Games who, in interviews, the main director was lying and lying? Well, people don't like to say he was lying, but he was lying.
Yeah.
About features that essentially were not going to be there, or basically came in the future. Maybe they came in the future. I actually haven't looked up. I haven't bothered even looking up the game anymore.
I don't have the game, so I don't care.
But yeah, so features weren't there at launch, and to be honest, I think they still really aren't there because nobody's playing it anymore. Yeah. So it's hard for me to pick who I think is at fault, and I want to know your opinion before I give my opinion. I'm not a fucking lawyer.
Yeah, god damn it. Trying to make me... I don't know, it could be a multitude of things. It could be Sony just being like, yo, we wanted to say all this shit so it sells. And it could be Hello Games being like, yeah, I'm cool with that. I think it's both of their fault. If Sony went to Hello Games and was like, hey, you should do this, they should have been like, bro, we can't lie to people. But then if Hello Games was like, hey, we're going to sell this shit, Sony should have been like, it better fucking be in the game then.
Right, so...
Yeah.
I agree that they're both at fault because you have to understand they have to monitor each other.
Yeah.
But I'm actually leaning more towards Hello Games.
God damn you, Sean, what's your name?
And the reason is that Sony's not developing the game. Most likely they're getting information from Hello Games. They're most likely looking at the game.
Right.
And most of the people that are complaining more about interviews that Hello Games did. They're not really complaining about what they saw in like a Sony presser. They're more complaining about a guy saying, oh, you could do this and you can do that. It's going to be great.
You can do triple backflips.
I know, and that's not in the game.
Fucking bastards.
And I think they should be sued, and I think people should be able to get their money back. And I know they were offering refunds and stuff, but I think they should be made an example of. So you don't do this.
Yeah.
If you're making a game, don't say X is in the game and then not in the game. And if it turns out it's not in the game, a week before release, come on, you know at least a month before release what features are there. 2 months before release, what features are really going to be there. So you know, okay, look, this isn't here yet. Or it's coming later. So people know before buying. But none of that was done.
You can't do that.
I know. You lose pre-order
sell your
on digital games.
I know. Oh, that's going to be... This is a good segue. But before we get to that, good job, England. Good job. Thank you for being like the people that are like, you know what, this is kind of fucked up. A little round of applause for Angerland. Speaking of England digital games. So, Jonathan, would you pre-order a game? And like, let's say the developer would be like, hey, since you've had the other versions of your game, we'll give you like 5% off per game. But we're not going to tell you anything about the game. Would you pre-order the game?
If they told me nothing about the game.
Nothing about it. You just know it's the next version of the game you're going to play.
No.
Okay. You want to know why I ask you that?
Why?
Because that's pretty much what SI Games is doing with Football Manager 2017. So you can pre-order FM17, and you can get 5% off for each Football Manager you own, going back, I think 4 of them. So you can get up to 20% off of the game.
Oh, sweet. That's like a measly 20 out of 60. Shit. I don't know, it's like $5. No,
it's like $12. If it's 60 and you get 10% off, 10% of 60 is 6.
Oh, $12. You're totally right.
It's $12.
Oh, thank you.
John can't math today.
I can't math.
John's
today.
The smarter one out of both of us. He can't math.
I can't. I don't know what I'm doing.
So you could save $12 on the game, but I don't want to tell you anything about it. And this fantastic offer expires before we give you anything about the game.
Yeah, that sounds like No Man's Sky to me. We're not going to show you any gameplay, really. We're just going to talk a bunch of shit.
But guys, and then so people said that. People on Twitter are like, this is kind of stupid, kind of fucked up, kind of messed up that they would do that to people. And then they go, but we have this 30-second teaser trailer that showed you stuff. And the only way you could see anything in that teaser trailer was me watching people's videos, taking screenshots of the teaser trailer. I'd be like, this is the screen we see here. But why didn't they just release the screens? Let me look at them instead of having to search a video to see screens. Or tell me everything that's in the fucking game. The game comes out November 4th.
You're a real...
Go ahead.
If you're a real Football Manager fan, you download our video, you put it into Premiere Pro, and you look at the frame by frame. Okay? That's
Clearly.
what we expect.
That's exactly.
And then we expect you to pre-order it for no reason because you only get the beta.
Yeah,
which
you get the beta for 2 weeks.
Probably a month.
Not even. It's 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
But this is really concerning
pre-ordering
me.
Video games.
Yeah. This is what's concerning me, is that, I find this to be incredibly infuriating to me. Because I love Football Manager, but I don't think I'm going to pre-order this game. Just because they haven't said anything.
I wouldn't.
I'm like, but so that's your problem. You can pre-order whatever you want. That's pretty much what they're saying, which is kind of messed up. I'm like, how are you guys not showing us anything about the video game? What developer, what publisher doesn't show any? Usually, when a publisher and a developer don't show anything about their game a month before it comes out, it's going to be a bad game.
It's bad.
I'm pretty sure the only game that's not been bad that has done this is Doom.
Yeah.
Because we got the shitty multiplayer beta for Doom, but the single player is amazing. But I do not have faith that there's going to be that many changes in the game that it's going to justify not saying anything till after this loyalty bonus is done. I think that's absolutely insane. That's kind of insulting.
I think Football Manager 2017 is going to be a good game.
I'm sure it will.
I have no idea why you wouldn't actually show any promotional material for a game that you're making.
Correct.
And is almost out.
Right.
No idea. Why that is even remotely a good idea. Have an intern you have record himself playing it for 20 minutes. That's more promotional material than you would have had.
You could at least have pictures from that. You could have new features that have been shown, could be shown, 15,000 new animations and features that you'll never notice.
I'm pretty sure you're going to be right. I'm pretty sure it's going to be very similar to 2016.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not showing it. Because then the only other reason, well, there's two other reasons. One, it's bad for some baffling reason.
Yeah.
And the other reason is, we just didn't want to show anything.
But why?
But that's
what hurts
right.
you? What hurts you from doing it?
It's either the same as 2016.
That's the only thing I can think of.
It's bad, or there's legitimately no reason why you would not show anything.
Yeah. The
game's almost out.
It comes out in
change anything
a little bit over a month. it comes out, and the beta will be available probably in the next 3 weeks. But you know, they want you. It's $60. This is my thing, and you know what? If no one from SI is going to see this fucking video, and whatever. But if you do see this, I am not parting with $60 of my own fucking money to pre-order your game because I don't want to be the one penalized because I want to see something from your game. That's not a 30-second teaser trailer of flashing things showing me that literally the only thing that showed me is there's going to be some new data manager job that you can hire and that the 3D looks a little bit nicer. You haven't said anything about how the match engines change. You haven't said anything about how the games change. You haven't done anything about the load times of the fucking game. Like, there are things that, like, you could at least say, like, we've optimized this, we've done this. You're never going to announce that you can carry saves over to the next game, which you should be honestly, I'm going to go on a rant right now, talk to the fucking out-of-the-park baseball guys, because you can do that in their games. So it's not some stupid database incompatibility thing, it's fucking laziness or fucking mismanagement of your fucking code. That shit annoys the hell out of me. That I can't buy the new game and I have to start a completely different save file. I can't carry over a save that I have. I have to play their old game. I can't take a new save and take my stuff. All it is fucking database edits and put it into the new game with new features. I don't see why that could even be a remote problem. But no, God forbid you put something in that fans actually do want, or put something in that fans actually want to see in their game. They want to see improvements. They want to buy your fucking game. You have a fucking monopoly niche on this fucking game. No one else makes a better soccer football management simulator than they do. And they know that. I feel like it's a fucking Madden thing, where they don't feel like they need to improve the game every year. They improve it every 2 to 3 years, and the second or third year it's a fucking amazing game. Or it's like MLB The Show. It's like you get the game, and every 3 years you can buy it. You shouldn't buy it every year, because nothing fucking changes.
Lack of competition, real competition,
yeah,
can create stagnation. And if I'm making a game and I'm running it just as a business, I'm not thinking about games, I'm thinking of how to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And I say to myself, well, people are going to buy it anyway. I could do all this really cool stuff, but why bother? I'll slowly develop that with the small group I have. So basically what I'm trying to say is there's no reason for them to expand. So if let's say creating a system where carrying saves over, if we want to get that done this year, we're probably going to have to hire more guys. No, I'm not going to waste that amount of money. People are going to, it's not going to increase sales numbers. So no. So don't do it. We're going to wait. So I feel like that's kind of might be the problem, is it's not worth spending the money to create these great features because who's going to compete with us anyway? So I'll make more money this year, and in a few years we'll get all those features too.
Then why am I buying 17? They haven't shown me anything that makes me want to buy the game.
Or
pre-order the game. People are blindly pre-ordering this game hoping it'll be good, and it could just be FM15 again, where it's broken until fucking January.
See, that's the reason why when you're talking, you can rant and rave and yell.
Yeah, I'm going.
The best way to talk to a company is with your wallet and saying, look, no, I'm not going to pre-order your game because you're not doing what I want. I'm the customer. I want all these things. And if everyone in that FM community who buys the game religiously said, you know what, yeah, I'm going to stick with 16, see what 17's like by basically looking at, because people are going to buy it, you're going to find YouTube videos.
Of course.
And eventually they'll come out with promotional material. It's going to happen. They're just massively foolish if they don't do it.
The Skype call is totally dying. This is so amazing.
Damn.
John's dying and glitching out. This is fantastic. This is staying in. This is amazing. Oh, John's dying.
Am I okay?
You're incredibly low bitrate and amazing.
Still bad?
Oh, yeah.
It's because someone's streaming.
Alright, so John's Skype call just totally shit the bed, but now he's looking very pretty and very HD-ified, so I was getting all mad, and John was telling me how we should be pretty much talking with our wallet.
Okay, yeah, so the only way to really talk to a company is by essentially voting with your wallet. So
yeah.
I said all these things. I basically am gonna try to wrap it up a little quicker. If basically you don't buy it, and you kind of say, hey, I want these features and I won't buy your game until these features are here. I'm going to stick with 2016. I'll look at 2017 when it comes out, see if I want it. They'll start listening to you more because now they're losing money.
Yeah,
and they care about that.
Yeah. But I feel like it's only certain people that are complaining, and I feel like the people that use it as like a thing, that as a form of entertainment, that create, a lot of them aren't talking about it. They're like, you know what, I pre-ordered it already. It's already pre-ordered. I don't care. And that's fine. But that has to be concerning. That the game you're going to get is probably going to be kind of shitty.
Yeah, but think about it. You could use those people to your advantage if you don't make content, right? You could easily just say, well, they're going to buy it, and they're going to play it, and I'll see it from them. I'll wait.
It's very true.
Come on. It can't be a majority of people. It can actually, it's physically impossible. It cannot be the majority of people who buy Football Manager make content for it, because if that was the case, no one would be watching it.
Very true.
So there's more watchers, there's more people who just play to play. So I think if you have to rally those people, you have to say, hey, you don't buy it.
Yeah.
And watch these guys play it, and if they think it's good, screw that. Scratch that. Not if they think it's good. If you think it looks good.
Yeah, watch the game and see if it's a game that you want to put your money down towards. Because I'm really pissed that I refuse to pay for it until I see stuff from it. And I'm going to be like, yeah, it's $12, whatever. But, like, it's $12.
Yeah, it's $12.
Like, fuck you. Like, that's a couple beers.
Not even that. It's your money.
All right.
It's not fair. It's not fair to you, the customer, to be treated the way they're treating you.
I think it's garbage. And they defend themselves. And I feel bad for Miles. This isn't an attack on Miles, by the way, at Sports Interactive.
I have no idea.
He's the producer of the game. And he's a good guy, don't get me wrong. But, like, he's blind, and I know he has to do this. He's blindly advocating, like, what we're doing is fine. And I'm like, it's not fine. You guys need a public relations person, because I feel bad for him that he gets the brunt of all this shit, which it shouldn't just be him. The whole team needs to hear this. It should not just be him dealing with that. But, like, they need a PR person, and they need to release fucking info more than 3 weeks before the game fucking comes out.
It's bad. It's bad business.
It's a bad look. It's a very bad look.
To me, it's just bad business. You want to market your game, and social media makes marketing cheap.
Yeah.
So if you just want to be cheap about it, you can be really cheap about it.
You want to be super cheap about it? Get the 3 or 4 big Football Manager YouTubers and give them the game.
Yeah, give them free copies.
Give them free copies. Give them to them early, and have them make promotional videos for you.
Yep.
And they can put the disclaimer in the beginning, like, hey, this is a promotional video paid for by Sports Interactive, and then explain the game. Have them do the fucking work. You don't even do the work for you. Yep. And it'll cost you if you give it to 3 or 4 people, costs you like $240. Not even, because you're not paying the packaging pricing.
You don't even have to give them a free copy of the game. You can just give them like an early build of it.
Yeah.
And just say, this is an early build.
This is the beta. Here's the beta. A month and a half, 2 months early. Show it off.
And that's it. That's all you have to do if you want to
make a little tiny server that they can play each other online. It's a beautiful thing, and for some reason they don't do that, and I don't get it. It's so fucking. It's like it's simple. It's simple tests that every other developer's fucking doing. Every other developer will go to the biggest YouTube people and be like, here's our game. Make a video about it.
I'm now more intrigued to see if the game is drastically
I don't know if it's going to be shitty. That's another thing. From the promotional video, from that 30-second teaser that showed nothing, all the UI looks exactly the same.
That's not a good sign.
No. It means, what did you do? And that means everything better be done under the hood. But the UI looks exactly the same. So why?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out when it comes out.
I'm sort of kind of lying. The UI itself looks the same, but there are cool new things in the news box that show you cool little bordered out things that, like, it's stupid. It's so stupid.
Well, it's more of a... In almost summary, it's more like...
I feel like it's going to be 16.5.
You're very worried it's the same game as last year with barely any changes.
And I won't waste my money on that.
And you have to find out if it is early, you have to buy it or not spend your money and wait and see what other people show off. So my recommendation after hearing all of this is you wait. You never buy a game if they've shown nothing. Ever.
It's really weird. Especially last year. Last year they did the whole thing where they showed information, they put it on social. They did everything right last year, and they're keeping a very tight-lipped this year, which is incredibly concerning to me.
Not a good sign.
I think they knew with 16, like, we fucking killed it. Let's show it off. And now 17's like, it's like 16.5.
Yeah.
Let's not show this game.
Yeah.
Because all it is going to be the same. And I feel like people, if they know it's the same match engine, they won't buy it. Even though I don't have a problem with the match engine. Clearly there are some things that are fucking broken, but whatever.
I don't know.
I'm not buying it. I feel bad. I feel bad because, like, I create content for it. But you know what? I don't really feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
I'm not wasting my money until I see everything about the game.
Don't
and
feel
even
bad.
then, I'm not going to pay $60.
I never feel bad for a company. I never feel bad if they're doing stuff like this. Like,
yeah.
We just talked about No Man's Sky. I don't feel bad for them.
Oh, I have no remorse for Hello Games whatsoever. I hope they get prosecuted to the furthest extent of the law that they can, just to show everybody, like, hey, you can't fucking do that.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for Sports Interactive a little bit because, you know, they're a team that, like, busts their ass and puts a game out every year, and I get it. It's you start. No, hold on. No, I get game development. They probably don't fucking stop. They're like every other sports fucking developer. They start, and, like, by the time the game's done, they're working on the next one immediately. I get that. But, like, you know what? Make a good game. Don't give me 16.2. Give me 17.
I'm more shocked. Like, I understand game development's massively hard, and if you release a game every year, you're pretty much almost always in crunch. But I'm gonna say a hard truth that game developers aren't gonna like, and people are gonna call me kind of a dick for.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always in crunch. Too bad. Because you're no, too bad. You want to release a game every year, which is massively unreasonable. So you're gonna always be in crunch, and you're never gonna be release the game that if they maybe they are massively great creatives and they really do want to put out the best game possible. Well, you either need a bigger team or you need more time. Pick one.
Yeah. So
you can't be so unreasonable and want to release a game every year and then find out, oh, well, it's only going to be 16.5, sorry. I don't feel bad for you. I don't.
It's your job.
It's your job.
What you signed up for.
And if take it up with management. Hey, look, this isn't working. We're not going to create a good game this way. If they go, well, we want to make money every year. Oh, well, then this is the product you get.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if they're the many creatives that are on that team, that's the job. It's just like working on Madden. Just like working on NHL. Just like working on FIFA. PES. Same stuff. They're not that different year to year. And the reason is they don't have Assassin's Creed. Call of Duty. I'm going to keep... it's just not sports games. It's... You want to... What's the difference between Unity and Syndicate? Yeah, there's differences, but it's the same goddamn game.
That's the reason... Well, that's the reason Call of Duty had 2 different fucking development teams. They took 2 years each.
And they still feel the same.
Like, I don't get how you fuck that up.
But game development's so hard. And it requires so many moving parts.
Yeah.
And if you want to really make something unique, you need time. And if you want to really improve on something, you need time.
Yeah.
And 1 year goes by like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't feel bad for them. But change your business model.
Get better.
It's not... It's... If that's what they want, if they want to put out a mediocre product, and they know that, and they say, look, we're going to put out the best product we can yearly, and that's their business plan, congratulations. But, you know, your statement about, I feel really bad for the people who are trying to be creative, or if that's the whole overarching company, well, I don't feel bad for them because their business plan's flawed if that's what they're looking for. If you were thinking about, no, we're going to make Football Manager 2016, skip 17, make 18, 18's going to be amazing, then that makes sense. You go, okay.
Yeah. But no, they're not going to do that, because what are they going to do? Then you're going to put 17 out, and the 17 updated roster and databases and stuff like that are made by people. People make them. That's my thing. That's the thing. They haven't showed me anything about 17, so I don't want to buy it, because I can get a database that's already current. I can get a current roster database and throw it into 16, and yeah, the year will be wrong, but who cares?
No, I mean, then all they have to write on Twitter is, all they have to say is, look, there's already patches for this. We don't need to make a 17 because we're making 18. We wait every 2 years to make our game.
Or you just call the game Football Manager and don't put a year on the end of it.
But all
gotta milk that cash cow.
Yeah, exactly.
Cash cow. I get it.
But people will buy it. So if I'm running that business and it's more profitable for me to make a game every year, man, the answer is I'm gonna keep making a game.
Clearly going to do it.
It's just crazy not to. Don't leave money on the table.
Yeah.
Depends on what you care about. Yeah. That's my opinion.
Yeah. What we've learned from this is show your support with your wallet. Do not buy the game if you don't feel like they haven't shown you enough, which is why I'm not pre-ordering Football Manager 2017 until I see everything. You know what? I'll lose $12. If I even get the game at this point. Because if it's not a big improvement over 16, I'm not getting it. And I'll wait till 18. And I'll keep playing 16, because I have no problem with 16.
You know what? I know a solution to their problem.
What is it, John?
They should start a Patreon.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding.
Oh, God. You know, in the comments below, you can look at our Patreon and you can give us money.
We don't have it.
We don't have a Patreon. That'd be incredibly hypocritical of me.
That would be massively hypocritical of you.
I think that's it. I think I'm Football Manager ranted out. I was very, very way angrier yesterday.
Yes, you were.
I went off like a fuck. I wish we recorded that conversation on the phone. Because, good God, I was freaking the fuck out.
You were a very angry man.
I was a very angry man. Way more angry than I should be about a video game.
Yeah.
I already have gray hair. I don't need more gray hair.
You're fine.
This is the end of episode 23 of Pocket Talk. As always, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're new and enjoyed listening to me rant about Football Manager and watching John do weird Shinsuke Nakamura style hand thingies, you can hit subscribe, because you'll see more stuff from us, because that's great. What else can you do? You can share the video. You can follow us on Twitter at PeterPocketGames. You can watch John do weird ocelot hands now. I don't get what the hell he's doing.
I don't
know. It's been fun. I've been incredibly angry. And we will talk to you guys next week.
I don't have anything to say.